Boss Man No Frills. This is a question today in the world of fitness, bikini and bodybuilding. As most of you would know, amongst other things, we prep teams here at Paralete. So we field a lot of these questions and concerns, and I'll be doing this each Friday. And the first one is probably a good timing because we're coming to the end of Season 8, is how do you address the fear of regaining body fat and weight after competition? This starts actually usually at the start of prep. You should be holding a very healthy, lean-ish body fat level that allows you to diet consistently and steadily to comp day, no drastic measures. But at the start, you have to affirm in your mind that the starting point is your healthy baseline. From the healthy baseline, you're going to go down to competition transiently. It's like a little detour off the main highway and come back to that point. Because as we all know, maintaining comp condition would be miserable, and it's unhealthy. So you want to start the mindset process in the off season at the start of prep, just saying I'm happy with this, I'm healthy, I'm strong, I'm well fed, good energy, all those things. I'm going to kick ass in this comp, but this is where I'm coming back to. Don't have the illusion that you want to even walk around in comp condition. Then you go through prep, and there's a few elements here, but if your prep is just consistent and steady, nothing drastic, you usually have a better mindset post-comp. If it's been a drastic cut down, then the mental aspect of the post-comp period becomes immensely harder. So we want that steady prep, but still that fear will be there. But as always, the mind works with what you focus on. So it's quite natural you've focused on this body fat loss, whole prep, maintain muscle, that's what it's all about. But you are what you focus on, so you've been focusing on that. So it's quite a natural reaction that when you're so focused on it, when you take the comp away, and now we expect some steady weight regain, of course, along with extra muscle, the brain chucks a bit of a wobbly because it's been focused on the fat loss for so long. A few quick tips for that. Of course, what I just said, make sure you start the mental rehearsal at the start of prep. Have a good coach that will guide you out and, belay any fears, and make sure you're getting monitored so the rate of regain is healthy. And that can put some fears at ease. And the biggest one, though, I find afterwards is you want to, on the daily, and the brain is like the body, train it daily to now focus on what you need out of an off season. We need more food to start building muscle. We need to regain some weight at the right rate, of course, to build that muscle, and along with it comes a little bit of fat. And this is a big one. I even do this for general population and for competitors. We have our rev limiter. So whatever method of body fat doesn't matter, but I'll use my example. Let's say a bikini girl hit the stage at 40 millimeters on a 9-point pinch. We'll say we're going to reverse you back to 60 millimeters for the sake of making all the physical improvements. But that's it. That's as high as your body fat goes. What does that actually mean is maybe 5% body fat. They hit the stage at 15% total body fat, and they go back to a healthy 20% body fat. But knowing that you have a rev limiter and you will not blow out, that's as high as you go. And then we hold it there in the off season with mini cuts and other things, but of course focusing on building the muscle, but having that stop loss, whatever you want to call it, in your arsenal. Same with Gen Pop. Once they've gone through a fat loss journey and they fear putting it back on, it's like, well, measure your waist once a week and give yourself a 2 centimeter leeway and don't let it go back up. But having that there for competitors, knowing that you're going to have a limit on how much you put back on and it's not arbitrary, helps a lot. And maybe the final thing as well is train the brain very quickly post-comp to focus on the benefits you're going to get, not the one perceived negative of putting weight back on, which is actually positive, but perception is king. But focus on gaining muscle, health, energy, sleep, even better skin, hair, nails, being able to socialize more. The list goes on. There's so many benefits, and if you just control it, you'll still have a transitional period, but you should only take maybe a few days for an experienced person, 2 to 4 weeks for maybe the newbie to really adjust into the off season. So give yourself some time, and maybe a little bit longer if it's a newbie that did a really harsh cut down. And for those ones that have done that, I would highly recommend getting some really good post-comp guidance from an experienced competitor or even a professional or a coach. So I hope that helped. And the last thing to say is that fear is natural, but you learn to focus on other things and deal with it just fine. So I hope that helped you guys.